Nini daba magari gari. Takajam, takadam, takarum, takanini daba magari gari. Rima padani tam, tadinginatum. Rima padani ma padani sa. Tatam, tadinginatum, tadinginatum. Rima pa ma padani, rima padani ma padani sa di. Dari 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 daba daba magari. Rima padani ma padani sa di ma. Navada.
Hello, this is really one of the videos I'm really been wanting to do for a long time. During lockdown, I rediscovered my love for cooking, and I think as artists, most of us are foodies, isn't it? And I love watching food videos, and I can talk about food all the time. But we are also, we have to be careful about what we eat. It has to be healthy, it has to be tasty, it has to be filling, isn't it? So I thought it would be nice to cook some dishes that are nutritious, that are very good for dancers. So today, it's a very traditional recipe. It's called Uluthanchoru, and this is from Tamil Nadu, and this is made from the whole black dal, the whole black dal, black urad dal, and this is very high on fiber, high on iron, of course protein. It is very good for digestion. It is very good for bone density, and therefore very good for dancers, both for building, to keep you healthy in terms of your bone density, to keep your protein level, to eat your adequate protein level for the day. And also it's a very tasty dish when combined with rice. You can use matta rice, but today I'm using white rice, but it can be a very healthy dish, very aromatic and very healthy. Shall we see Uluthanchoru? So shall we see the main ingredients for this? So the two main ingredients are the whole black urad dal. I've taken half a cup of this. This is actually, I soaked it overnight, but you can also soak it for an hour before you intend to cook. And then half a cup of, I've taken white rice. You can take matta, arishi or any rice that is healthy, and soaked it. So half and half. Then we've taken red Kashmiri chili powder. I've taken red Kashmiri chili powder because I like the color that the chili powder gives, and also the fact that it's not very spicy. And then I've taken ajwain, right? Ajwain, fennel seeds, jeera, mustard seeds. Then I've taken about 15 to 20 small onions that have been peeled. Then 10 to 15 garlic pods that have been chopped. Half an inch of ginger that has been chopped. Curry leaves chopped and coriander leaves chopped. Beyond this, I'll be using turmeric powder. I'll be using a little bit of natu sakkare, powdered, what do they call it? Is it palm sugar? And then I'll be also, the oil that I'll be using is ginger oil. So shall we see how to make it? So I'm going to take the cooker. I'm going to make the whole thing in the cooker. Okay? So let me light it. Ouch. Then I'm going to take some gingery oil. Maybe around 2 tablespoons of gingery oil. Just wait for the oil to heat. Use mustard seeds. Wait for the mustard to splutter. Use a tablespoon of jeera. Use quarter to half tablespoon of ajwain. A quarter tablespoon of fennel seeds. Then a quarter tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder. A small onion. Wait for the onion to fry a bit, become translucent. Then add the chopped garlic and grated ginger. Because we are making it in the cooker, right? It's always good to keep scraping the bottom of the cooker, because for me a lot of times I find that it starts browning. So just to make sure it doesn't brown. And then I add the curry leaves. I add some turmeric powder. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Now I'm going to add the whole the dal. When I soaked the dal, I soaked it with a quarter teaspoon of methi. I forgot to mention that. And then I'm going to add the rice. So you stir it. Mix it and fry it along with everything else in the gingery oil, so it gets infused with all the spices. So let it just roast a bit. Now we've added half a cup of urad dal and half a cup of rice, so that's 1 cup. So it's 1:3. So when I add water, I will add 3 cups of water. So now I'm going to also add 2 tablespoons of grated coconut. So what I haven't added as yet is the salt. So I'm just waiting a bit. When you add the coconut, you don't have to roast it for too long. Okay? Add 3 cups of water. So 1:3 is the proportion. I'm going to now add the coriander leaves also. This is mainly for aroma, adds to the aroma. I have not added salt as yet, so I am adding salt as needed. And what really enhances the taste is this nati chakra. Oh, I think this is the palm sugar. Okay, I'm adding around 1.5 teaspoons of palm sugar. Make sure the bottom is scraped well so there is no browning in the bottom. And now I'll close the cooker. And I'll put it on high and wait for about 5 to 6 whistles. Knowing how many whistles you have to wait for in your pressure cooker really depends on your own cooker. It's what you're used to, etc. This cooker takes a longer time to cook. So since I've got dal and rice, I'm going to wait for 6 to 8 whistles. Okay. I love the texture of this urad dal because because of the crunchiness of the dal and the rice and the texture of the rice, and also the flavor of all the garlic and the onions that have gone into it. I love this, the flavor and the texture of this. So let's put it in a bowl for Shweta. Can you just try it?
Sure, Auntie. I think the aromas are just, I think during the process of making it itself, the hunger pangs have started. So I'm very excited to taste this. It has a very unique fragrance because I can smell the inji, the poondu and the kotamali, because at the time it was put, and also the garnishing helps because it really, all the smells are very distinct, but at the same time they're very sharp.
So like a dancer, for you all the senses are important. Does it need salt?
No, I think and it's balanced really well, because then I get all the flavors, but I get them one after the other. I'm going to go in for one more.
Yeah. How does it taste? Like a dal rice?
Yes, Auntie. Lot like a dal rice, especially because of the use of the inji and the fennel, which is a very North Indian, like a very home flavor for me.
Correct.
And this is very, very winter food. Like this is your go-to food, like a warm hug in a winter night. It's that kind of like maa ki dal almost, right? Something that's very nostalgic.
This is actually this is a food that's very popular in deep Tamil Nadu. Of course, I don't know if they add ajwain and all that. I add a little bit of ajwain, fennel seeds and all that because I feel it adds to the taste. Basically, you add spices which you think might add to the flavor, isn't it? So, but this is something that's very healthy for dancers.
Yeah. Right? I can imagine. And I think what's really nice is the freshness of the inji and poondu versus using like a pre-mixed paste. I think that for me, I always like that freshly chopped, because you can feel the texture versus something that's beaten too hard, then it kind of gets mixed away. So I can feel that fiber of the inji, and there's a bite into the spices along with the rice and the dal. This is lovely, Auntie. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shweta.
Thank you,
and
Auntie.
I hope all of you enjoy it. And let me tell you that it's healthy and definitely doesn't add to your calories. Thank you.